you as like a company, product, service, community builder also need to give back to them. So don't think of it as like, what can I do for my community, but like also genuinely give back to the people who are supporting you. So yeah, engagement.
I agree with everything you just said.
Yeah, for me, I never like put myself out there on social media or anything like that. But you know, I'm very heavy into Twitter, so I'll give you all the Twitter stuff from my side. Every day, you know, I wake up, I start out with a GM, you know, and everybody on that kind of Twitter, you know, timeline GMs to everybody that GMs, you know, and it's cool because like, you know, and I play like a lot of like a reply guy, you know, I see whatever is on the timeline, I'll reply to it, I'll give my comment, I'll give my take, whatever it is, you know, just as long as you're just there being seen. And the next thing that I also do is join Twitter Spaces. Twitter Spaces are a big thing right now. It probably grows your community a lot faster than just tweeting, you know, words here and there. You get up there, you actually get to hear a voice from the profile picture. Like I said, you know, it's just an ape as my face, so no one knows what I look like. But when you put a voice, it gives it humanizes people, and you get to relate to them and how they actually think. And that's another like big growth that I've noticed from Twitter Spaces and things like that. And also just buzzwords. You know, like I said, like the GMs, kind of giving your takes about different projects and making sure that you're not also, how do I say this, not being too mean about things like that, because, you know, people, you know, that's probably one thing that I didn't like about the community was that like I would ask a question about a project and people would castrate me for that thing, or you know, things like that. But yes, setting emotions, you know, whether you laugh, mad, happy, or sad, you trigger emotions. You know, you're going to trigger engagement and things like that. But the more times you can reply to somebody, the more times you can be on Spaces, the more times you're seen.
Can I like just add a little, and you said something about being a reply guy. Shout out to all the reply guys out there because they're keeping me going through this bear market.
Reply guy.
I'll just add something short because you guys have covered all the important stuff. Love quadratic funding, Gitcoin, all those shared economy systems. You should really check them out. They're the future. So I think in the simplest way, like understand why people are there. They're all there for a different reason potentially. They want to learn something. They want to network. They want to build something. Do they want to contribute in some other way? Do they want to provide a resource? Do they want to invest, right? And as these communities grow, all those things are important. You can't just have a group of people that just wants to talk without doing something, right? Like, at the end of the day, you have to move the needle forward. And then you have to have a process for each one of those people to engage. And that process takes time. Those feedback loops need to exist. The primitives need to exist for them to engage, find resources, whether at any spectrum of how they're educated, if they're a web3 native or if they're your grandparents. And so I think like understand the need, develop a process for them to engage, and ensure that that's like the case across your whole user base or community, because as one gets left out, they will leave, right? And so like if you want to foster a sense of belonging and purpose for all these different people, you need to cover your bases. And there are a lot of tools out there in order to do that properly. So develop an incentive mechanism so that they feel that they're being heard, whether that's replies, conversations, credits, tokenization, fractionalization, whatever that is. And so make sure those primitives exist.
That's good. I'm here to crush your dreams a little bit, and everything you just said, and I agree with you. And then also, here to crush your dreams. We're all gonna die. That's what I hear every single one. We're all gonna die. And Facebook is still trying to come in here, everybody. And sometimes we all forget. So I'm super geeked out on like every community I'm in. I'm learning more about sneakers than I ever knew. Who knew? I wear Birkenstocks every day. That's thanks to Black Dave. I don't know if anybody knows Black Dave. So I super, he's the best. He onboarded me, and his project is great. But I'm super into like not every there's great people who maybe like don't belong in a certain community, like it's not a good fit, and I think like being honest and helping people find their good fit is super important. And then I always like to creep in when everybody gets like too excited that Facebook is still trying to come in. There's still a lot of problems in Web 2 in the real world, and to make sure you're paying attention to that. And that's just because I'm old and it's my job. But I'm not a mom, but it's still my job. So yeah, and so just a little bit of dream crushing, not totally.
Just basically
You do.
crush it.
Just a little bit. Always Zach bashing. I'm here for that.
Wonderful. Thank you for letting us in.